Good day, ladies and gents, my name is Hyozo, I'm DiscussThing, and it would seem that everything that we as sensible people have thought in the last years about Disney, about corporations, about the controversy regarding hiring staff, director decisions, directing movies, and making every bit of progression regarding hiring diverse people instead of talented people has just been proven true. Now, what I have here is something that Elon Musk himself retweeted from the channel And Wokeness, which is a video depicting an interview with Senior Vice President and Team Lead at the Walt Disney Company, Michael Giordano. Now, when you have a position like that, seems to suggest that you're someone high up and have been in the company for quite some time now. And you have a lot of things that you know from the inside. So I'm just going to play the video. We're not going to play the whole video because it's a 20-minute video, but I just want you to see how it starts.
Certainly, there have been times where, there's no way we're hiring a white male person.
Just kind of unspoken.
There are times when it's spoken, but
How would they say it?
there's no way we're hiring a white male person.
There is no way they will be hiring a white male. This person is an attorney. He's not just on the position that you see on the screen. He's also an attorney. So when he decides to speak on those things, he's in full knowledge that if he lies, if he engages in misinformation or slanders, this could mean a lot of legal troubles for him. And to go and accept to being filmed and just drop this bombshell immediately at the beginning of the video, it's very clear that he knows what he's doing.
Like straight to you? Or okay.
They'd be very careful how they message that to agents.
Yeah.
According to these videotapes, Disney blatantly discriminates against white men in particular.
So the video is quite interesting. I encourage you to watch it and form your own opinions, but this is 28 seconds. This is all I'm going to play from it, because this is something that has been heavily hinted from companies such as Disney, and this is something that we've known for quite a while, but it was never directly told to us. It was always clouded in we need to have more diversity, we need to give more diverse people a chance and not just white privileged people, and it was shrouded into we want to give hope to those who didn't make it in life. You know, the old graceful idiocy that has been going around. But I'm going to show you something now. This is the Google's definition of racism. Prejudice, discrimination or antagonism by an individual, community or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. However, that last part is typically. It does not mean that it applies only to those people. So when you talk about this, and when you talk about that they're not going to hire white people and they're not going to hire white male, we can add sexism as well, because the definition of sexism is prejudice, stereotyping, or discrimination, typically, once again, typically but not mandatory, against women on the basis of sex. The typically here is because up until this point, the sexism applied mainly and almost exclusively to women throughout history, which is a known fact. But when you have those terms used directly as per the video explained, and it was spoken, that would mean these companies don't hide that they're engaging in sexism and racism against, in this case, white people. However, the video also explains that there were instances of people who were of mixed race that just weren't, in this case, black enough. Let me just play this part of the video. It's a little bit longer. It's just a little further along from what I shown you in the beginning. So yeah, we're gonna watch that too.
As far as Disney's concerned, I'm a white male, and that's not who they're looking to promote at the moment.
As a white guy, even Michael has his own doubts about the
It doesn't matter if he's good at his job or he excels at his job, it's just that he's the wrong skin color.
possibility for advancement for himself at Disney. In fact, Michael actually got to experience Disney's discrimination against white males firsthand.
I've been at the company 11 years now, so I have friends in HR and I have friends in the division.
11 years. He has been in the company for 11 years. That's a lot of time.
And so they're like, look, nobody else is going to tell you this, Mike, but they're not considering any white males for the shop. They're just not.
When you're at a company for 11 years, you gain a lot of experience and you're more knowledgeable than at least 90% of external hires for almost any given position in your vicinity, in your area of expertise. Doesn't matter if you get promoted or not, it's just by the simple things that you can pick up. If you're any good at your job, you're automatically more qualified for that position than 90% of external hire just because of that.
They even passed over a qualified half-black person for a promotion because they didn't look black enough.
We wanted to hire somebody in the department a few years ago now who was half black but didn't appear half black. And there was a creative executive who was like, we're not, that's not what's wrong.
Once again, he's an attorney. He knows law. He knows what slandering can do to him, and he knows what such revelations can do to him, and yet he chose to do that. This, if it proves to be true, if those words, if what he's saying proves to be absolutely true, which in my mind, in my personal opinion, is true, because this is not the only form of evidence we've had over the years, that would mean that Disney, in this case, are actively engaging in racism and sexism. And for those of you who would watch this video and say, but whiteness isn't a race. The Caucasian race was historically regarded as a biological taxon which, depending on which of the historical race classifications was being used, usually included ancient or modern populations from all parts of Europe, Western Asia, Central Asia, South Asia. Okay. Caucasian race. Caucasian is a white person. That's the definition of it. So Disney, it would seem, again, if this proves to be true, is engaging in blatant, open racism on the merit of just being diverse. This is absolute hypocrisy, and this is an absolute vile thing to do. And I'm not even going to address how counterproductive that is, because when you hire someone just on the basis of their gender or their race or whatever and overlook their qualifications, you immediately drop your standards and your quality of work. And we've openly seen that already in motion with The Acolyte and the latest Disney shows that have aired. But in any case, this is something that I'm going to follow and I'm going to keep updates on, because this is something that should not be left as silenced or not covered. This is something that needs all the attention in the world so people know. And before I end the video, if you watched my yesterday's video, I had a little bit of a heated reaction towards the topic that I discussed there. So I just want to publicly and openly say something that I'll keep repeating whenever necessary. If I'm angry for myself. I'm not angry and want to incite other people to be angry. I want to inform people and I want to express how I feel. Whether or not I'm going to do it in a more collected manner, such as now, or I'm going to be a little more fiery, such as yesterday. This is my personal feelings. It's not something that I want to incite someone to do, because the greatest thing that someone can do is take their own notes and do their own type of actions and thinking, and not be influenced to do violence or any sort of action that would hurt someone else just because someone else was angry. I don't want that. My only goal is to inform, to cover, to share my feelings, and to share my thoughts on the matter at hand. And whatever happens afterwards is just my own reaction to it, nothing else. This is something that I just want to lay out there for the future, because I can actually foresee what's going to happen in the near future with some of the people that have been commenting on my posts. So this is my opinion, and these are my views. Please be respectful to each other, form your own opinions. If you want to discuss something, if you want to start a debate, do it in an intelligent manner. Don't be hurtful, don't be violent, either verbal or any other kind, because this is not the way to go. The only way to go is to have an intelligent, well-concise debate, lay out the feelings, and be respectful of each other's views on the point. So anyways, this is all I had for today. Please tell me what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed my video, press like, press subscribe, go to my socials, go to my Patreon if you want to have the best way to support my channel and claim one of the tiers there. If you want to collaborate or have a discussion with me, my business details are in the description. So thank you and stay fresh.